Okay, let's see another line for the symmetrical English. Obviously we start with c4, c5, knight f3, the idea is d4, knight c6, fight for d4, but we don't care, d4 in any case, c takes d4, knight takes d4, and then now there is e5, okay? This is an attempt to be active in the center, but the problem is the d5 square. Instead, if you would have played this, it can transpose in a line that I can show later, because it continues with this, knight f6, knight f3. And here we have a kind of, if I remember, it's called Marozzi, this kind of Marozzi bind, this kind of pawn formation. So let's go back to that one, that is like this, right? Let's see if I got it right. Yeah. Again, the point is here, that now black cannot control d5. So where does this knight go now? That's the real question. And one must know that in the English and some openings there is this kind of maneuver, knight c2, f3, knight c3, so he has to control this d5, okay? So that's kind of important, because naturally one would think to play this, but knight b5 is not really ideal. Not really ideal. So let's see this one, knight c2, knight f6. Now, it's possible that at this point black is trying to play a kind of Grand Prix reverse. How is the Grand Prix reverse? f5, knight c3, knight f6, g3. This is really, if you know the Grand Prix against the Sicilian, is the same, practically it's in reverse, okay? At this point, white wants to play bishop g2, castle, and probably then to occupy this square d5 with knight e3 and d5. And then strengthen the position with b3 and f3. So let's try to see the idea. Bishop g2, castle, knight e3, d5, b3, a3, bishop f3. This is the final formation, let's say, that that white would like to have, okay, as ideal, not something that let's go back to the position as it was after knight c2, okay? So okay, so we were here, and after knight c2 that white returned back, black plays knight f6, and I just show a possible f5 line. Knight f6, knight c3. Again, the fight is for the d5 square. Bishop c5. Here the bishop is more active. g3. Again, I think the fight here is for the light squares, okay? We are taking control of the light squares. d6, bishop g2, bishop e6, fighting again for this, b3, because this is attack, castle, and castle. And the white has almost finished the development, almost being the keyword. What is the plan here? The plan should be something like, for bishop e3, the idea is to exchange this strong bishop with this in order to get the control of d5 once more, or bishop g5 taking on f6. Why? Because this eliminates one of the defenders of a d5 square, okay? And then we would have also something like queen d2, rook df1. Obviously the point is to attack the pawn on d6 and then the fight for the d5 square, okay? So this is an idea on how to play this in symmetrical English, that is very important.